Hey guys, Squirtle here, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Sorry, I know it's been a while. This is a game of One in the Chamber in Mission, but on to the main point of this story. For today's commentary, I just wanted to share an experience with you guys. So, my school hosts these summer trips to different places, and today we went to New York to an exhibit called Dialogue in the Dark. If you've never heard of this, essentially the exhibit is designed to simulate what it would be like to be blind, and you pretty much have to rely on your other senses rather than your vision. Basically, you're led by a visually impaired or blind guide through a series of specially constructed environments common to New York, but everything's in total darkness. Now, I'm not a big fan of complete darkness, and when I tell you it was dark, I mean it was pitch black. When they turned out the lights, you couldn't see your hand in front of your own face. It was so strange how not being able to see was so disorienting. I mean, they gave us walking sticks, taught us how to use it, etc., but it didn't do much to comfort us. It was just awkward, uncomfortable, and even painful. Yes, my eyes actually hurt from straining to see in the dark. But this experience made me realize how much I take for granted and how much I actually rely on sight. Throughout the tour, we had to rely on sound, smell, and touch. We had to pay attention to the texture of walls and the texture underneath our feet. A lot of things I probably wouldn't notice if I had been able to see. In addition, you had to trust and rely on your guide and the other people that you constantly found yourself bumping into and asking, "Who is this? Who are you?" etc. To be honest, it was tough. The most my senses have ever been impaired is when I'm sick, and that's only a temporary inability to smell and sometimes taste. This is so much more difficult to even adapt to. But it was also amazing that it wasn't permanent. Before today, I could never imagine how tough the visually impaired have it. Of course, they've gotten used to it, but still. After that exhibit, I have so much more appreciation for not only my sight, but all of my other senses as well. At the end, we all talked for a bit, and our guide Frank shared his story with us. He told us how he had been considered legally blind all of his life. He told us about how he was mugged and beaten across the head, causing him to lose all of the already small amount of vision he had in his right eye. He told us how growing up and going to school was the worst part, not because he couldn't see, but because the other kids made fun of him for wearing glasses. He told us how he would cry because people would poke fun at something that was out of his control, something he didn't choose and couldn't change. Now, if you think about it, our society is really shallow. Not everyone, but a lot of people are ignorant and judgmental. I know you can't help making judgments sometimes, it's natural, but you seriously need to think about whether those judgments are actually justified, because you never know what someone's going through. Lastly, Frank told us that there were always going to be ignorant people out there, but that we shouldn't be one of them. This really stuck with me. I don't know, I hope you got something from this. But continuing on, as the lights began to turn back on, I felt so relieved that I could see again. The main point of this commentary is that bullying is bad. Seriously, guys, just don't do it. Try to imagine it from their point of view. I know you hear that all the time, but it's true. You never know how bad someone has it. And appreciate what you have. Don't take for granted even the smallest things. But this gameplay is coming to an end, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.